954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
And good afternoon, wherever you are right now. Thank you again for tuning in to INCRadio New York. And I am Sister Abby Hidalgo, your host for today's episode. And with me today, we have a familiar face, Brother Lance. How are you doing, Brother Lance? Long time no see.
Hey, Ate Abby. Hi, everyone. It's been a while, but it's been nice to come back. I've been out on vacation for a little bit.
Yes, he's been enjoying the warm weather before coming back to the snowy upstate New York, right, Brother Lance?
Yes, I was in the Philippines for a bit. I thought I would skip this whole winter thing, but apparently, as soon as we come back, there's winter storms week by week.
Yes, I think that's typical, like we were fooled in like November, December, and then eventually, all the winter storms started to hit like late January into like February. So hopefully this is the end of it and it doesn't extend to March or even April, which is sometimes can happen.
You never know. It's winter after all.
It is winter.
If you are out and about this weekend, there is a winter storm warning, I think, throughout the Northeast. So just be careful. Be careful with your driving because people tend to forget how to drive when there's a huge winter storm. I've been seeing posts on I-90 of people being stuck on the side of the road, or going into the ditch.
Yes,
as they say. But no, be careful once you
be careful. Yes, don't think that since the roads are plowed doesn't mean that you can go the speed limit. Or salted or whatnot. So just be careful when you drive. Take extra time. And I believe we also have Sister Mika. Good morning, Sister Mika. How are you?
Hi, Sister Abby, Brother Lance. Hello.
Hi. Are you having a show in the subway station?
Hi. We're on our way to Bryant Park right now for Hills Kadua activity. So we just wanted to say hi. I might say hi again later. We'll see. We're waiting for the train to get here, so I'm so sorry if it's loud.
No worries, Sister Mika. So if you're in the New York City, Manhattan area, you can meet up with the District Kadiwa or the Kadiwas of New York in Bryant Park, and you can participate in their activity of ice skating. You don't have to know ice skating. I know I think I did I ice skated there once. So they have rentals and there's like, you can they have walls or trainers or whatnot. So don't be afraid to try something new today.
You can borrow one of those little wheelchairs for like old people.
All right, the train is coming now, so I just wanted to say hi again to everyone and bye to whoever is on their way to Bryant Park. We'll see you there, and we'll tell you all about our trip.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Sister Mika. All right, so now I guess we can get into our main topic for today. So for today, we will dive into about how colors can totally change the vibe around us, whether it is energizing punch of red or orange or the calming effect of blue and green. We all feel something different from the colors we are surrounded by. So from the cheerful warmth of yellow to cozy grounding of brown, today on INCRadio New York, let's find out how colors shape our mood and transform the space we live in. It's all about how colors feel to you. So for those in our YouTube live chat, tell us, what is your favorite color? And how does it make you feel? How about you, Brother Lance? What is your favorite color and how does it make you feel?
Mine is blue.
Mm,
I don't know if there's a specific shade of blue, but blue.
but blue. Is it like a light blue, dark blue, or just
Depends on the day, I guess.
depends on the day?
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, my car is a light blue, so I do like the vibrant color of blue.
Yeah, I think blue is like kind of associated with being calm and serene. And also like, you have like the blue sky and then the blue ocean. So yeah. For me, I don't really every time someone asks me what my favorite color is, I don't have one per se, but I think throughout the years I gravitated towards purple when I was younger. And then there was a transformation to like the green palette. And then now, I don't know, like I think I gravitate towards more neutral colors like black, brown, and I guess is blue. No, blue is not considered a neutral color. I don't like beige that much. But I guess most of my colors are green and blue,
Hmm.
and maybe a mixture of that.
I wonder if there's some kind of connection to little kids liking purple. Because my first color that I liked was purple. I had a purple bike when I was a little.
Oh,
Then it
hmm.
slowly transitioned to being a blue as I get older. But yeah, I guess. I wonder if there's something about the purple being a children's toy or something.
Maybe. I know, like in marketing, I know we're gonna probably like, kind of discuss it, but like I know with marketing, they choose certain colors because it supposedly invokes a certain emotion or a certain attractiveness to like people. I think red, if I don't know, I'm not gonna I won't say it because like I'm not confident why, but I know certain colors in advertising and marketing are used because it like grabs the people's attention. So if you use like more muted colors, it won't be as attractive or eye popping compared to like the more flashy colors. But yeah, so I don't know if anyone on the chat has commented their favorite color, but yes, in the chat, let us know your favorite color and why. So Brother Lance, first question, what colors make you feel energized?
Ooh, what colors makes me feel energized? What color? I think it will be red if I'm like trying to be energetic, or like what other, or yellow maybe. Either one of those two, I think makes me feel energized. Other than that, I think the other colors is a bit more mellow for me. How about you, Sister Abby?
Um, I agree too. I feel like again, like the bright colors like red, yellow, orange, are more like had that energized feeling or it has like a lot of power. I know some of my friends call like I'm gonna wear my red shirt or anything red is like a symbol of like, gives them power. It's like their power color. So um so I think I agree with you, Brother Lance, that like I think red and those kind of brighter colors have a sense of making us feel a little bit more energized and a little bit more lively. So I guess, do you think wearing those colors on a regular basis would like say, or when you're tired, will give you more energy?
I don't know. I think once you're tired, you're tired.
You're tired,
Especially at this age. But I do
especially this
remember.
age. You're not that old, Brother
Yeah.
Lance.
But I remember when I was, I think in high school, I think one of my teacher was saying that in sports team, like the home team or like the team that they're playing in, has the locker room in like a more energetic color, like red or like yellow or
Mm.
orange, while the opposing team who's just visiting has more calmer colors, like blue in their locker room or like more like white and like those kinds of color where it's calm, to like try to uh lower their energy as per se, I would say, so that they
Oh.
can have a greater advantage of winning. I don't know, but that's one of the things that my teacher was saying back in the day. So I'm not sure if that's still true today with the locker rooms for sports.
Huh. So we have that's an interesting thing that I would like to like look into. But we have some comments on some favorite colors of our viewers right now. So we have Sister Ranovi says, "Oh, for Aria, her daughter, hello Aria, lavender, and it makes her feel calm and happy." And Brother Alvin says, "My favorite colors are pink, purple, and blue." Sister Shelly says, "My favorite is blue and green, and a mix of it too." Sister Cheyenne says, "I love all shades of green, but especially a sage or olive green." Wow, so specific. Those are really pretty colors. And then Brother Chris says, "Warm yellow, especially with lights, both help and relaxing." Huh, interesting. I'm learning so much stuff about colors today. But yeah. Next question. I guess we kind of touched upon it. What colors make you feel calmer or at peace? I guess like blue colors, right? Like you
Yeah.
mentioned in the locker rooms and stuff like that.
And I think nature-related colors, like those you see in the nature, is what tends to be more calmer because that's what you associate those colors with.
Mm. Yeah, because like when you go on a hike per se, like especially in the spring, summertime, those colors of like the greenery, the brown and whatnot, and like the quietness of the area kind of, calms you down. So yeah, like I agree with that.
Unless you
there-
live in a very dry state, then that's something else.
yeah. I guess this is more relevant to those who have like I guess four seasons,
Yeah,
and don't live in the desert.
yeah.
So
I mean, I guess the desert can be calm, but I don't know if I can stand the heat in the desert.
yeah, it gets since of there's not a lot of shade or vegetation, so it definitely gets really hot. So those in the I guess southwest of the United States, um,
Yeah, let us know what color you like in that area. What makes you feel at peace? Is it this beige sand desert color?
yeah. So there's a question in the chat, which I think is could get a good discussion from Sister Mariah. It's like, what colors do you associate with school subjects? To me, math textbooks have to be blue, science is green, English is red, and social studies is yellow. So I guess looking back, Brother Lance, when you were, I guess, when we were in school and you had like binders or notebooks or whatnot associated with different subjects, do you have to have a certain color to a certain subject, or it kind of didn't matter to you?
In I think from middle school to high school, where at least I studied here in America, I had to have color combination for each subject because you're constantly rushing from class to class. Because I think you only had like what 5-10 minutes at most to go from one side of the hallway to the other, and you had to go to your locker room and also in between those times. So you have to open your locker room, so you have to have a quick color coordination of what binder to grab. So from what I remember, blue is math for me. Green was anything science related, whatever the
Mm.
science class that I was taking that year, whether it's chemistry, physics, or whatnot. And I think white was for anything English or language related. Oh wait, no, I had orange for Spanish because I was taking Spanish in high school.
Hmm.
And I had red for history or anything social studies related. I think that's pretty much it. And then black was just for anything art related or any other things that's miscellaneous that's not the core subjects.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember what I did, but I remember each subject had a different color because, like what you mentioned, going in between classes is very short. So I just know to quickly grab certain folders or certain binders, so that all of them had to be like a different color. But I don't think I ever chose a certain color has to be a certain subject, unless I did it unconsciously, and I don't recall at this moment. But yeah, those in the YouTube live chat, let us know if you ever like associate certain subjects with certain colors, like what Brother Lance and Sister Mariah said. That'll be an interesting, discussion.
Yeah. But in college, I thought I would keep up with that color changing thingy. Nope. Just bought a 5 subject notebook because I didn't want to lose. I didn't want to lose any of the binders. Because in college it's more hectic, so I just kept a 5 subject notebook and
Oh,
divided it based on the class that I was taking. So I only had to take one notebook throughout all my classes.
I tried that once and it just got too chaotic for me. Like I really needed to have like a separate folder with a separate binder.
Uh-huh.
And I guess I was only taking like 2 or 3 subjects a day. And I was on campus. So I was able to go to my dorm and grab my stuff and change it and whatnot. So I guess I know if you're a commuter, it's a little more involved with bringing stuff to school, right?
Yeah, and you don't really want to carry like 10 pounds of
Yeah.
back in college. So to minimize the weight, that was my solution.
Unless you have a roller bag, right?
Yeah. Want to be like a flight attendant
Yeah.
or one of the professors with their roller bags.
Yeah.
Anyways, we digress.
Yes, we digress. I know we kind of touched this about earlier about power colors or whatnot. So I know we said like for us, yellows, red, and oranges, brighter colors are usually associated with making us feel energized. Do you have a power color? Like when you go to an interview, when you're applying for a job, like did you have a specific outfit or specific color that you always wear because it makes you feel more confident or have that confidence or power color association?
Yeah, I think what they mentioned for job interviews, at least for men, it's supposed to be either light gray. I mean, not light gray, dark gray or navy suits. So that's what I tend to wear when I went to the interviews, and just white shirt in the inside, and not and try to keep the ties not too funky. I guess unless you're applying for some committee job, then maybe have funny ties. But I tried to keep it conservative when I was applying for jobs back in the day. So
Mm-hmm.
those are the power colors, I would say.
Yeah, I guess it depends on your industry that you're applying for. I know for healthcare, for me, I was told very muted colors, like wear a black suit or a black blazer, black pants, or black skirt with like a neutral colored top. Usually white, maybe like a blue, nothing too flashy. That's what we were told. And also for interviews, when I was applying for like my grad school. I had some in-person interviews, and my first interview, I didn't know what I was doing. I was, still in college, wasn't prepared whatsoever, and that was one of their comments. I remember is that even though I wore a button-down shirt and pants, it wasn't professional enough. Like I would needed to have a blazer. I needed to have like a kind of like a suit essentially, to make it more polished. Even though it was like a proper attire for anything else, it that was one of their comments. I remember. I was like, oh, you never thought about it until like you get some feedback. So power colors for me, I don't think I necessarily wear because of just the nature of my job and kind of the feedback I get. So I know my friend, like I mentioned before, uses red because it makes her feel confident. That's her favorite color. And I know, like, if you have favorite colors, you tend to gravitate to use it to make you feel more comfortable.
Hmm. Well, I guess it really depends on your industry.
Yeah, it does. I think so. So obviously for those who are tuning in, if you're looking for a job or looking for like interviews or something for grad school or anything that you need, talk to people who are in the industry, talk to people who've been through it, see what is appropriate because that's your first impression when you go to interviews on if you're trying to get hired or be accepted into program. And again, we digress. But another question, I guess, that maybe we can also discuss another tangent is Brother Warren says, do people have preferences when it comes to M&M colors or Skittles?
Ooh. Hmm. Which package of color? I'm the black one, which is the plain.
Oh, yes, for M&Ms, like the original, is that the original package?
Yeah, I think so. Then the yellow, I think is peanuts.
But aren't they all the same color? Like the shell? Like there's yellow, green,
Yeah,
brown.
but the packaging is different depending on into what the core center of the contains.
Yeah. I don't I don't think I ever had a preference to the color. For Skittles, I do because of the flavors,
Or
right?
Starburst.
And Starburst.
Yeah.
Um,
Before we're promoting any of these products. But yeah, there's different tastes and different colors depending on the candies. But I think M&M's is all the same. Uh, they're all they're all the same depending on in terms of the the color choices. I guess depends on what you like. So I wonder if Kuya Warren separates certain colors and does not eat them. Does he just throw it away, or does he give it to his kids?
I, yeah. I mean, it's been a while since I've eaten candy, to be honest, but M&Ms, I think before when I was a kid, I did like the bright colors, but then as you learn about food coloring and dyes, you're like, okay, well, brown is more natural to chocolate, so I guess I ate the brown ones more. But I mean, candy is candy, chocolate's chocolate, so I wasn't really I didn't have a preference for that. And then for Skittles, like I never liked the orange or the yellow because of the sourness, the citrus,
Yeah,
the yeah.
yeah, yeah. I was a very big fan of those kinds of candies. Is it also true that most surgery rooms are green?
Um there I know in hospitals they tend to have more muted colors. It's usually the walls are beige and like shades of beige and white. For surgery, the color in the operating room, the walls are usually white, and the instruments and the stuff that the instruments are packaged in are blue. Or it depends on the hospital. I know there was a reason behind it. I just don't recall why they choose like blue or green for like sterile stuff. But currently now, like the hospitals that I work at, the walls are tend to be like more calm, neutral, light colors. I think that's to, make the patients feel at ease. No one wants to be in the hospital. So I don't think patients or people visiting would like or appreciate like bright colors. Like comparing like if you saw, those amusement park colors, high energy in the hospital, I don't think it would be a good idea, you know?
High energy colors are aggravation.
Yeah. So I know there's like again, maybe we should have not. I know like there's like different reasonings for different colors when it comes to marketing and design and whatnot.
Which segues us to the seasonal color theory. Why you should only wear certain colors depending on the months, right, Sister Abby?
Yeah, I guess that's like a fashion thing. I think I wear the same thing year round, except when if the material is uh thick. Um so yeah.
Yes, at least for winter, you should wear cool tone, high contrast colors like black, white, navy, and jewel tones. What is jewel tones? Is that like gold?
It's like the ruby emerald colors, I think.
Oh,
Like
okay.
those like really deep rich colors.
Yep. Then on springtime, we have light, warm, and clear colors like coral, peach, and soft pastels. And on summer, it's supposed to be also cool tones, soft colors like pastel blues, lavenders, and muted pinks. And autumns is early, warm colors like mustard, olive green, rust, and browns. And also, I believe there's a certain time where you're only allowed to wear white colors. White,
Yeah, it's like don't you can't wear white after Labor Day in America.
at least in
That's in
America.
September. Like it's
Yeah.
sometime in September.
Yeah, so for those who don't have four seasons, when you do come to four season area, these are the colors you should only try to wear. I mean, you can wear pastel colors if you really like in the winter, but it's up to your preference. But try to be in these colors because it's just I think it's more of a fashion thing. Anyways, let's move on to our New York activities. Sister Abby, right?
Yeah, so we have a lot of activities coming this February, more specifically for our local congregations. But as we've been mentioning before, we are preparing for our sports clinic for dodgeball, volleyball, and bowling. Today, as Sister Mika came in earlier, there is ice skating at Forest Hills at Bryant Park. In Boston, they'll have a Lego activity tomorrow. For the local of Bristol, there is a family fitness activity on February 22nd. For the local of Boston, you will have a film showing of Guerrero 3, also on the 22nd, and also have a resume building activity on February 23rd. Also for February 23rd, there is the district CBI chapter study sessions. And for Rochester, you have a CFO get together on the 28th. So if you're interested in any of these activities and you are in these close to any of these local congregations, contact your local CFO officers for further details of these activities. And would you like to go for shout outs, Brother Lance?
Yep, let's try to read. Where are these shoutouts? There's a bunch of
Or the
comments.
hashtag challenge?
Hashtag challenge. Let's go to the hashtag challenge first because there is a lot of hashtag. But for last week's winners of hashtag challenge is on the third place is the local congregation of Long Island City. On second place is the local congregation or the extension. No, that's Woodbury. Never mind. I thought I was reading Woodside. But second place is the local congregation of Woodbury, and the first place is the local extension of Portland. Is that the GWS still?
Yeah, I believe it's group worship service, and they're all the way up in Maine. So congratulations to the local congregations.
And
the
our top
extension.
hashtagers winners is Sister Isabel Galarpe on the third place. Second place, Sister Lani. And first place is Brother Jadon Santos. Did I pronounce that correctly?
I think so, Brother Lance. I think you're good.
I think we're okay.
So anyway, so thank you again for tuning in, and hashtagging and commenting in our group. So we'll see who are the top hashtagger local congregations and the top hashtaggers. So get your hashtags in, and then we'll announce it next week in our show. Do we have any shout outs that we would like to read, Brother Lance?
I think there was one. I saw it. I can't find it anymore.
I think we have a advance happy wedding anniversary both to our Assistant District Minister, Brother Ash Omelda, and Sister Sarah Omelda. Greetings from Long Island City from Sister Aria. We have Sister Nicole says shout out to hashtag Belmore. And there's a lot of hashtags from Long Island City, and Woodside and Belmore and Long Island City. I know that the thing is going really fast, so it's hard to
Yeah,
to
it's
really
hard to
read.
catch up. But anyways, I think those are the ones that stands out at least for me. There's a lot of hashtags. So for the hashtag winners, I think there's gonna be quite the quite the challenge this week for the competition. Anyways, let's close out with Abby.
Yes. So again, that's the end for our show today. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the church administration for continuing to give us a platform like this to share and speak about important or interesting topics like these. Don't forget to like this video by clicking the thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. And catch us again next week on Saturday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern time, or Sunday 12:30 a.m. Philippine time.
And also greetings to our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo B. Manalo, and to our Christian Family Organization Coordinator and CEBSI President, Brother Angelo Aranya Manalo, and also greetings to our INCRadio Radio Station Manager, Brother Wally Taray, and Executive Producer, Brother Kuya Manly Andaya, and also especially to our District Minister, Brother Sheridan Santos, our Assistant District Minister, Brother Neil Patrick Omeda. And that brings us to the end of our show today. Have a good day, good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, everyone.